I used to watch the shit out of the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons when I was a kid. They were by far my favorite segment on the Looney Tunes and Merry Melody series. The whole thing circulates around the Coyote's never-ending quest to catch and eat the Roadrunner, which always fails when his super elaborate contraptions fail with explosive consequences. The slapstick humor was gold. It didn't even need a word of spoken dialogue, unless you count the Roadrunner's beep-beep noise. And it even inspired a 1979 Western comedy starring Kirk Douglas and a young Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was basically a live-action homage to the cartoon that nobody else I've met has ever even heard of, let alone seen. Anyway, despite the fact that the Roadrunner is portrayed as the protagonist, you'd think that the Coyote was. I mean, the show revolves around him. It's easy to sympathize with him with all the bullshit he has to put up with, and the Roadrunner always came across to me as a prick. So I always rooted for the Coyote to catch him, and I wasn't the only one. Many people I've talked to share this opinion with me. But when a video game based on the cartoon was released for the arcade in 1985, it made logical sense for the Roadrunner to be the playable character. It was ported to several consoles, including an unlicensed cart on the NES, but I'm going to be talking about the 1989 port to the Atari 2600. The objective, as you might have guessed, is to outrun the Coyote. But just like the cartoons, Wile E has a few tricks up his sleeve, including but not limited to landmines, cannonballs, rockets, and rocket-powered roller skates. And there are outside hazards like oncoming trucks, falling rocks, and pitfalls. You can also eat birdseed and steel shot for points, although the steel shot will magnetize you to Wile E and he'll catch up to you faster. It's not even worth the points because you can't get any extra lives or any other benefits from points, and it's the same damn point value as birdseed anyway. So yeah, avoid the steel shot. Your strategy mostly consists of leading Mr. Coyote into the hazards in front of you and staying in the same lane as long as possible, as lane changing tends to cause him to gain on you. There aren't any variations or difficulty options, but the 8 levels are unique to each other and challenging enough to keep things interesting. There is a 2-player option, but it's only an alternating mode, whereas having one player control the Coyote would have made a cool feature. The graphics are all well and good. The character sprites in particular are very well defined for the Atari 2600, and some of the animations are funny, like Wile E getting his ass run over by a truck, although it's kind of weird that the truck seemed to capture the Roadrunner, but I digress. Roadrunner can get frustrating, especially since you have to watch the road in front of you as well as behind you at the same time, but this is what gives the game substance. Overall, it's a solid game that'll keep you on your toes.
Roadrunner runs on the road all day. Beep, beep. Even the Coyote can't make a change his way. Beep, beep.